Welcome to the Narratives Obscura channel, where hidden stories and untold tales come to life. Dive deep into the unknown and discover the secrets that history has left behind. If you like exploring the obscure, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You know how when you stare at a light bulb for too long, and even after you blink, you still see that ghostly shape of the light lingering in your vision? It usually fades after a bit, once your eyes adjust back to normal. Well, back when I was around 9 years old, something happened that I've never been able to forget, and it started with that same ghostly afterimage. We had just moved into a new house, and the garage lights weren't working yet. I was in 6th grade, which meant I mostly spent my time playing and barely studying. After school, my dad would pick me up, and I'd leave my backpack in his car, only retrieving it later in the evening to do my homework. A few days after my grandma passed away, she used to take care of me while my parents were at work. I needed to get my school materials from my dad's car. It was pitch dark in the garage, so I turned on the car's interior light. I grabbed my backpack from under the passenger seat, then turned off the light. As soon as I did, that familiar white shape appeared in my vision. But this time, it wasn't just a harmless afterimage. Blinking, I saw the shape of my grandma, standing outside the driver's side window, looking in at me. Even though I blinked several more times, the vision didn't fade. It wasn't like the usual afterimage that stays fixed in your vision. Her figure remained in the same spot, outside the car window, staring at me. Fear gripped me like never before. I bolted out of the garage, screaming, and ran back into the house. That night, I felt like I had encountered something truly beyond my understanding. It was the only paranormal or bizarre experience I've ever had, but it left a lasting impression on me. The following days were filled with an overwhelming sense of dread. Every time I had to go near the garage, my heart raced and my hands trembled. I kept the experience to myself, afraid that no one would believe me, or worse, think I was losing my mind. One evening, curiosity and a desire for some sort of closure led me back to the garage. Armed with a flashlight, I ventured into the darkness, determined to confront whatever it was I had seen. As I approached the car, I felt a cold breeze brush against my skin, sending shivers down my spine. I switched on the flashlight and scanned the area, half expecting to see her again. But the garage was empty, and the silence was deafening. I decided to speak aloud, my voice trembling. "Grandma, if you're here, I miss you. I'm sorry if I disturbed you." The words felt strange in the empty space, but somehow saying them brought a slight sense of relief. I waited for a response, for any sign that she was there, but nothing happened. Weeks passed, and slowly, my fear began to subside. I told myself that what I had seen was just my mind playing tricks on me, a product of grief and the dim lighting. Life returned to normal, and the garage became just another part of the house. But deep down, I couldn't shake the feeling that there had been something real about that night. Years later, when I was 22, I visited my parents and found myself alone in the house one evening. Memories of that night in the garage resurfaced, and I felt a strange compulsion to go back there. I made my way to the garage, now well lit and filled with the clutter of everyday life. The fear that had once gripped me was gone, replaced by a sense of nostalgia and curiosity. Standing there, I thought about my grandma and the bond we had shared. I realized that whether or not her spirit had actually been there, the experience had left me with a lasting connection to her. It was as if, in that brief, terrifying moment, she had reached out to remind me that she was still watching over me. As I left the garage, I felt a sense of peace. The memory of that night would always be with me, but now it was a reminder of the love and protection my grandma had given me, both in life and perhaps in death. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest mysteries. If you found this video intriguing, please like it and share it with other explorers. See you on your next adventure.